Next up, we have 20th place Ben Lambright playing the protagonist, Midoriya 2. Now, I don't know if Ben was trying to put on some plot armor, or maybe he just thinks that Deku is one of the best aggro decks in the game, because, spoiler alert, I think it is. We have no actions or assets. It's just all foundations, all attacks. I'm pretty sure it was 50 cards. Yeah, 50 card beatdown. This deck is just, it's here to whoop some ass. So, Wind Up Punch comes in as a fake 5 diff a lot of the times for late game. And if you've discarded one or more cards, it gets stunned too. So this makes tons and tons of sense here. Second up, we have Back Alley Haymaker. So we've got tons of stun already. Then One for All Full Calling Strike gives us extension if we discard too many cards. Because, spoiler alert, we have One with Nature as well. So we can dump that whole hand. Texas Smash, just more discard. We're discarding more cards for more damage. And then Missouri Smash, it can help us not only get some more card flow going, but also help us get more cards out of our hand. So a lot of really interesting plays you can make with this deck. A little surprised not to see like a Heroic Strike or even like a Future Charge, just in case you don't get like great card draw going. You know, you draw like multiple smashes and a Missouri and it kind of has to start it off, you know, but we'll see what kind of card draw we get from the foundations. We've got Pull No Punches, a great deadlock threat, a great way to get momentum for powerful and EX. We've got One with Nature, a great way to dump our hand. Advice for winners to make sure we just keep on checking good, to make sure we can really get long strings going without committing too many resources. New training method for that awesome turn 1 build. Specialist of Sound only has a 3 of, but you know, it's just really good defense, and we really wanted to stay 50 cards. Passing the torch for when we dump too many cards from our hand and to keep the field going. Destined for Mainstream also does a lot of the same work that Advice for Winners does, but sometimes we get an extra attack when we need it. Self-sacrifice to stay out of deadlock and to get those extra numbers. Note-taking, a card we haven't seen in a whole long time, but when you're putting the kind of damage down that Deku2 does, getting speed from your stage can seal the deal. 2 celebrity status, we get to recur things with Destined and with Back Alley. Yes, please. And then it can't be fixed as a 4 of. Now, this is interesting because for a Back Alley Haymaker deck, this is not a lot of 0 diffs, right? A lot of the Back Alley decks we've seen, pretty much all of them, I think. Oh, no, we did have the one other good deck earlier in the stream. So, most of the decks, though, have been Earth. So they get like tight-lipped and stuff like that. But we only have it can't be fixed. So we don't have an aggressive 0 diff in this deck. We don't have a bonus damage, you know, a repeatable +1 damage foundation. So that probably hurt it a little bit. That probably didn't give us the most consistency. And the other thing is we don't have a lot of 4-ups. We don't have a lot of 4-up foundations in this deck. So I gotta believe we were pretty much all in on this Enhance. I don't know if I've ever seen the Midoriya 2 character use their response in a game that they win. It's just kind of sad, but that's how it goes. We did choose the one symbol that doesn't have Ready, Get, Set, Go, so I don't know where Ben ended up on day 1, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was on the top part of the bracket. If only because I feel like we could do a lot of this same deck, but with Ready, Get, Set, Go, right? We have the other 2 symbols for it, so that's my assumption. But you would lose great cards like Advice for Winners and Destined for Mainstream, so maybe not. Maybe not. The Earth build does look quite a bit different as far as tech pieces would go, but the main key points of it would be the same, like One with Nature and you know, celebrity status to recur attacks, and it can't be fixed as a 0 diff. So yeah, just another Back Alley deck ready to absolutely just slam people going first or going second. My chat's telling me he was going second, so yeah, that's kind of interesting to me. I'm not gonna lie, it's very interesting. Going second, not prioritizing a bunch of 0 diffs and not prioritizing having a card like Ready, Get, Set, Go, but you know, maybe he was expecting people to play around it as well. Very interesting take, but I've known Ben to have great results at tournaments before. He's absolutely just plastered the floor with me in past tournaments, so it was really cool to see him qualify, and we hope to see him at the next year's World Championship.